You know, I probably should have shaved before I streamed today, but I did not care enough to. Ugh. Okay, now are you actually going to let me view the stream, or are you just going to be annoying? There we go. Okay, hello. So, where have I been? Well, I confessed. And no, not to hacking. I am still legit, as far as you know. But, I confessed feelings. Now, before you get excited, nothing is happening, at least not right now, but, you know, something came up, like, the weekend after I got 47 to 100, and, you know, I confessed my feelings to someone that was close to me, and it felt weird. You know, I'm not gonna go into it, but I haven't felt that way about anyone in like a decade. Not gonna get into it here because it's very sad and also kind of gross. But yeah, that's where I've been at with the last week or so, because it's one thing for this to happen over like Instagram or Twitter or Discord or Snapchat or whatever. It's another thing entirely when you're talking face to face to the most beautiful girl you've ever met. You don't know how many more times you'll be able to see her, and you know full well that your room for error is one thing said or done wrong. So that's where I've been for the last like week and a half ish, is just processing all of that, because it's a lot to process. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay, but that's why I haven't been making pretty much any content for the past week or so, other than the highlights video I edited. So yeah, I'm feeling better now, and I'm going to try to get back into the swing of making content. But yeah, that's what I've been up to over the past week. Is just been trying to process it, because it's a lot. Okay, anyway, enough depression. So let's go and what the heck? How did that happen? Hang on, I broke something. I'm upside down now. Cool. Hang on, okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. As I was saying, enough depression. Let's play Necromancer, which I recognize is literally the exact same thing as depression, but meh. Yes, I do want to allow this app to make changes to my device. Now let me see. If my camera looks different at all, it's because I somehow broke my webcam, and, you know, fixing, I don't know what it did, but getting it back together made it look a lot better. So, you know, I don't know what's up with it. I'm gonna assume it's witchcraft and just roll with it. So anyway, you can see that Bloodlust was there. But yes, today we're going to play some more Necromancer. Before I forget, I'm going to Studio. I'm going to change the title just so no one who comes into it after the fact is unaware of what happened. So, yep, there you go. So, you might notice there's a really big run in the title that was not there before, and I'm not talking about 47 to 100. Basically, I was not feeling great on, like, yesterday with how I'd been playing. So, you know, yesterday. So I just decided, you know, I'm gonna play from 29 for a bit and just see where that goes. And actually, now I'm really worried. Is my thing... Okay, good. My microphone is still working. Turn it up a little bit. But, yeah. So I just decided to do that. And then, I'm gonna be honest, I completely threw the run because I realized that the UFO... Oh, wait, I'm not recording, am I? But, yeah, that's what happened. That's why there's such a massive run in the title that wasn't there before. But anyway, I've done everything I needed to, and I'm going to play. I'm probably mostly going to focus on the first half, because I mean, I've already gotten enough practice with the second half. I'm also going to be calling someone in a little bit. If I can... I've been thinking about maybe, like, getting the Discord app on my computer because it's really annoying having to go to my search engine of choice, which I'll admit it is Edge. Every time I want to call someone, but there's only so much I can do. So... And I'm really bad at... I am extremely bad at 0 to 29. Okay, then. Yeah, because after what happened, that I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, I didn't play this at all for like a week and a half. So I was having a really hard time getting consistency again. Which, you know, it's Necromancer, so I expected this to happen, but I probably should have at least played it a little bit a day when I was just feeling like how I was feeling. Their first decent run, I guess. Decent, it's 19%, but you know, I gotta start somewhere. Also, I got a new iPad, so that's cool. I'm not using it right now to look at chat because it doesn't allow me to like prop it up with its case like my old one did. So once I get a case that it's able to do that, or a keyboard, either or, this one's going in the trash basically. Because, like, even if I don't want to sell it, and even if I could sell it, there's a giant crack in the middle of the screen, so probably would not be that valuable. I'm very laggy. I don't know why. Actually, you know what I'm gonna... Hey, Skies, what's up? I'm gonna try something. I've noticed some levels I play better in the dark. That... Okay, that was not on purpose. I just have to hope that my webcam didn't freeze. Okay, good, it did not. So yeah, not doing much, just playing Necromancer, lagging my way through Necromancer. But no, that was embarrassing. I almost dropped my headphones. How close are you? How close am I to what? To beating the level? I do not understand your question at this point. If you're asking how close am I to beating the level, not very close, because like yes, 54 is technically halfway through, but like everyone who's even looked at Necromancer for more than half a second knows that the difficulty of the level is significantly more weighted towards the second half. So unless I can pull off the biggest fluke I've ever done on anything, I'm not even close. Hey, Ripflame, what's up? No, I already felt nervous. That's not good. That's 25%. So I'm just hoping to get to go percent today. So 58. Which actually works out really well because that's when everything starts going wrong with this level's gameplay. Oh, that was quick. See ya. Okay. Sure thing, 49. Yeah, I completely expected that. I was doing that part really weirdly. But I'll take it. 49, like, 10 minutes into the stream. Not bad. Now, does that mean good things for... Jesus Christ, why are my frames so low? Does that mean good things for my future Zero prospects? No clue, but it's a run. But yeah, I was gonna... Hey, Canna Carl, how you doing? But yeah, as I was saying, I have 0 to 97 on Necromancer in 2 runs now. I was gonna make that joke after dying immediately after the transition to the ship at 29, and then I just kept going. I recognize that I probably look like a ghost with this lighting, and I don't know why, but my camera decided to not work, so I had to reset it, and I don't remember what visual settings I had with regards to like the coloration and all that were, so if I beat it like this, I guess I'm just looking like a ghost. Okay, that's... My condolences. Sorry about that. My condolences on playing this level. For some reason, I'm finding it really fun. I think I'm just an alien. Also, yes, fellow New Hampshireite. Honestly, it's weird. It's weird to see like that. Not only that people that watch me are from New Hampshire, but GD players also from New Hampshire. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but this state has like 3.5 people in it at any given point. Yeah, I don't know the exact number because Pointer Crate is weird, but I'm probably like top 15 to 20 in New Hampshire. Okay, fingers started to lock in place. It's really bad. Yeah. Registered point. You're in Utah. That's another state that I just like. Who lives there? Who lives in Utah? But yeah, my fingers starting to lock in place, so that's not good. You know what? I'll deal with it later. Yeah, that's cool. So we got New Hampshire and Utah in the chat. Nice. You've been copy and pasting in the wave for at least 15 minutes. That's just how level making goes with like hard waves. If it's not 7-8 CPS, hi Roman Gamer, 89 on Crazy 2. Nice. I wish you the best of luck with making that number 100%. I could also use some luck making the number on Necromancer 100%. But the main trait of Utah is that everyone forgets about Utah. Well, isn't it like bees, Mormons, and then the fact that everyone forgets about it? No, literally, it's bees, Mormons, Ken Jennings, and everyone forgetting about Utah. That's Utah's biggest claim to fame. Yeah. That's why I think... I'm trying to... It's not the only game mode that's unrepresented because there's also no ball, but yeah, that's pretty much exactly why there's no wave in Arya Molina. I could not figure out for the life of me how to make gameplay with it. My original idea was like having like the D-block slide things. Like, you know the ones I'm talking about, but I just couldn't get it to work, so I was like, screw it, and deleted it. Which I'm honestly I'm glad I did, because like that's my best level and a level that I made for one of my friends who was going through chemo. It did not deserve to have a wave. It did not deserve the punishment of having a wave in it. What was that attempt? Actually, I wonder how I look with no lights. Okay, that's I guess we will find that out soon. I like how my PC is just illuminating that side of my room. But yeah, that was a really weird chip attempt. So, okay, it looks weird, but you know, I kind of like it like this. Although it's really hard to see. I had to blink in the middle of that, but yeah, this level's already not going well for me physically. But only so much I can do, so only so much I will do. What's kind of funny is that I'm currently 4 for 4 at the second memory part. Like, I have not made it to that part without passing it yet. Although I'm sure once my record moves to 4 for 5, I'm just gonna start unlocking deaths that I haven't even thought about before. Seriously? Gotta go look up Necromancer. Thank you! Can't wait to decorate the mini-wave section. Yeah. Okay, it's... I just cannot do it for some reason. Like, my finger is not capable of doing the clicks. But the problem is there's, like, there's no good places to pause. And just, like, readjust. Also, I'm pretty sure my best is literally one jump away. Hang on, go to channel. Tell you what, I'll do that after the stream, but I am currently really trying to focus on Necromancer. It's not going well, but I'm trying to focus on it. Ugh. Okay, I'm turning this light back on. Oh, it actually looks kind of cool with that effect behind it. I wonder if part of the reason it's lagging so much is because I have this window open. Because I've noticed that helps it whenever it's had these issues in the past. Okay, what do I need to do? Like, do I just need to... I'll be right back. I want our technicals. Someone in tech's comment section suggested that, like, washing your hands with soap and water helped, and tech mentioned that he did that literally 15 minutes before beating Burn Landscape, so I'm going to try that and see if it works. Alright, we shall see how that works. Also, let me get... Where is it? is it? I refuse to believe that I've lost it. Okay, here it is. There we go. I'm also doing this. I'm braceleting. There we go. Those are the two. Those are clearly the two things that I need to do. Now I can play Necromancer again. Yeah, this level's been weird to me thus far. Because like it's been treating me like decently well from like 0, but really badly from start positions exclusively because of 47. Okay, I think that actually made it worse. I don't know, I'm willing to try anything at this point. Hey. But you know, it's all part of the Necromancer experience, so I can't be too mad. And also, this is the second hardest, so... Yeah, I refuse to let it happen where... You're telling me that's a death? Yeah, I refuse to let it happen where I get a really big run very early on into the level, and like that ends up really screwing with me later on, because zoom, tilt, down. Is that, yes, there we go. Okay, that looks a little bit better, I think. Close this and this as well. But yeah, I refuse to let it happen where I get a really big run early on, and then that ends up being really bad for me because I just end up making no progress and I'm disappointed in myself. With this level, I don't know how realistic it is to be free from that, especially considering, you know, I fluked 52 to 100 very early on, and then, you know, 29 to 97. But I'm gonna try my best. I think a big reason why it's struggling so much to get past that is the series of clicks that you need to do at like 50, like just before 52, are like really fast. So next time I get there, I'm gonna pause and then adjust my hand and see how that works for me.
This is a time machine.
That is not what I meant. I think that's just a weird ship. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing this a lot over the next like few weeks or so because I really want to get this done before college, because I don't know how much time I'll have to like play GD. Like my schedule is decently chill, like on its own, but the problem is like what I might have to do outside of classes scares me a little bit, but meh. Dude, what? And the funny thing is, if I was doing Necropolix, here's the thing, I never gave thought to doing Necropolix because I always wanted to do... I wanted to do this level for my 21st Extreme Inhuman, so I never gave thought, even a second of thought, to doing Necropolix. That might have been a mistake. I'm just gonna say it, that might have been a mistake, but too late now. I've already fully committed. Plus, there's no real, like, good times for me to, go back to this level. Unless the theme was, like, all of the extremes that I've dropped, which I'm pretty sure there's only been 2 of those thus far. No. So the Lost Existence was the first one, and then Awakening Horus. And then... what was the other one? Lost Existence, Awakening Horus. And then Misty Mountains, but I beat that, like, very quickly after the fact. So I think it is just the Lost Existence and Awakening Horus. Which, you know, considering I've beaten 20, that's pretty good. Okay, doing what I said I would do. Okay, here we go. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Okay, well, I guess I'm updating the title. 54 times 2. Jesus Christ. But I don't know what to do at this point. Like, am I just doomed to be inconsistent? I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4" when it comes to passing the second memory part from 0. But like, it's just impossible from just the next part's just impossible apparently. I thought it was supposed to be the last easy part. Why is it hard? Or maybe I just need to lock in. I don't know. Or maybe just not thinking about it would help. I've heard that helps for some people. Oh, it's clearly not working so great for me. Actually, what do I mean by people who actually, like, really helped me with EXO? Like, I'm pretty sure the only times that I made it past, the only times I made it past 13% in, like, the recording where I beat it was when I was talking about something. And just not thinking about the timing at all. Why do I hear... Oh. Hang on one second. Okay. Okay. I don't understand. At some point I'm gonna get a chair with, like, consistent height. This one kind of works. This height kind of works, but I also need to slouch forward a little bit, which is probably really bad for my back. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit better. I am forever gonna be experimenting with different chair heights, I think. But yeah, gaming chair and green screen. I think that's the only two upgrades I can make to my setup at this point in time. So we shall just have to see. Bruh. Also, I know I mentioned this already, but I turned the glow off, like the icon glow off, at some point getting before getting 47 to 100, because I thought it would help for this level. It is not, but I'm also too stubborn to turn it back on just yet. What? Okay, I think I let go, like, literally the frame before I jumped, like, off the next obstacle, and then the click that was intended to happen when, like, for the yellow orb was instead just the initial jump, and I just wasn't able to correct myself in time. Okay, I unlocked a new death there, sure. That time I didn't even get to do it. Unbelievable. I am actually just... I'm throwing... Maybe this is a level that's better beaten off stream, but I also think this... Here's what I'm thinking. I'll upload the second progress report, and then I'll just, like, beat this off stream. I don't want to. I like beating things on stream, which you might not expect from the fact that only 2 of my last 6 extreme completions have been on stream. But, you know, I can only do so much. Again! Stop! What am I doing wrong here? Like, I know it's a me problem. That's not a hard... That's not a hard thing to grasp. It's just... doing it too early, apparently. I don't know. Yeah, this is it's a mind block, basically. I think it's more or less what it is. It's just a mind block. On the plus side, my undefeated record for the second memory continues to hold. So maybe because I'm kind of hungry, but I am too focused on Necromancer to entertain the idea of eating. Which, just so we're clear, if you're watching the stream, don't do that. Don't put GD ahead of your hunger. Like, do it the opposite way around. You are more important than Geometry Dash. I am a dum dum. Okay, sure. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong here? Like, I'm not at the point of getting mad at it yet, and I'm not getting I'm not getting mad at the level. I'm getting mad at myself because I don't know what I'm doing. So it's definitely a mind block. I think I would actually have made it farther by this point, like first stream and half an hour into the second, if I had died to the memory part the second memory part the first time I'd gotten there. Just because I wouldn't expect like that. I wouldn't expect anything. And every new best would be like oh, I got a new best sort of thing, and not every blah blah. You know what I mean. I can't talk apparently. I have used up my talking. I've fulfilled my talking well quota of the day apparently, and now it is just nonsense. What was that? That wasn't even close. What was I thinking with that one? I know I talk about the gaming trick quite a bit, but I feel like one of the big problems I have when I'm gaming is that my everything from like wrist to here gets a little bit sore after a while. So maybe having a gaming chair would help with that? I don't know. And by that I mean like it would have, at least the ones I've seen, have armrests. But who knows? I slipped. It's like when people are running in a cartoon and then they slip on like a banana peel or something. No, not the banana peel is just like backflip into the air or front flip into the air. No. I don't know, but it's like slipping on ice basically, or like some substance like that. That's basically what my cube did. Are you kidding me? Now I'm starting to see why people hate this level! Okay. Okay, calm down. But let's just see. Yeah. 53 times. It's been that many? I thought it was 50, like 50 twice. No, yeah, 50 twice, 53 twice, 54 twice, but no. Okay, that one was just my fault. I'm starting to get really frustrated at myself, which I hate when that happens. I just want one good attempt where I, like, make... Even if I die immediately after, if I die, like, 55, I will still be happy and not care at all. Because, like, that's still progress. But maybe I should have done... Made the first highlights video out of 2 streams instead of 1. I don't know. I'm just not gonna react to that. I'm gonna try up arrow for a bit, see if that helps. I don't understand how people say this is more controllable than a mouse. Like, I have always, every time, whenever I play anything with mouse or with up arrow, I always notice that my control on up arrow is noticeably worse. So I'm convinced everyone is just Mandela affecting themselves with this, because if it was actually like better, might join next stream, dude. Oh yeah, no worries. I'd appreciate that, but don't worry. You can do other things for now. Thanks for stopping by, though. My record improved by 0%. I just did that very wrong. Oh, that was a... Nope, that was in my left hand. Oh, God. Is there a low detail mode for this level? I mean, I know there is. But yeah, I hate playing anything on low detail. I might need to, depending on how much it actually, like, helps with performance. And I don't mean, like, my own performance, because that's just lame. I mean, like, my computer's performance thus far does not appear to be helping too much, but... Welp! First death in the second memory part. Nice. That was a very skill-based death, in case you couldn't tell. Yeah, what did I do? What did I even do there? I don't even see what I did there. But regardless, we just have to keep going. And not doing that. Okay. What is happening to my skill? Where is it? Where has it gone? That's another thing I was talking about earlier. I think I'm unfortunately falling into that trap of getting a really big run, like, very quickly, and then just not feeling really dissatisfied with the complete lack of progress. Well, it's not complete lack of progress, I'm still, like, getting to the second half of the level. What was that? Seriously, what was that? Yeah, this is exactly why I don't show my rage most of the time in videos. I just don't think it makes for good content. Bruh. Yeah, my consistency is just dead. But I'm not stopping. Actually, I'm going to here. I'm going to the start position, not that one. And figuring out why can I not do this click. That's exactly what I could. That's exact. Okay, where was that? Where did I get to that attempt? Like 60 something like that. Maybe it was like 68, 60, something like that. 69. Yeah, I could just do that if I don't. Need to relax. This happens. It's the second hardest. I'm okay. It's frustrating, yes, but I'm okay. And for the record, this happens pretty often. I think it happened decently often when I was doing, like, EXO and Secret, and I still gave that a pretty high enjoyment rating. Don't know whether this will end up getting 100. Which, it might, I'll admit it might have. But yeah, I really do think that once I get past the area, as I'm referring to it. I'm just gonna refer to it as that from, like, for the rest of my time playing Necromancer. Like, 52 to 58 will just be... I had to create that 52 to 58% in Necromancer will hereby be known as the area.
This is a time machine.
Okay. I saw a stream notification in, like, the bottom right of my screen, so I'm surprised I made it to 50, but Jesus Christ! Can I, like, get a good run, please? Even just another area attempt. That's all I want. Bruh. God, not another one.
This is a time machine.
Okay, I need to readjust, do all that.
Cataclysmic change. What is this?
1985. And I think
Holy! Yes! Finally! Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Oh my God, yes! I don't care that I died to somewhere stupid. I don't even care. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Yes! Oh my God! I got past the area, let's go! Okay. Let's go! Okay, my hands are going numb. 73%. I know that that's gonna be a death that I have way too often from here on out, but for right now, I do not care. Yes! Oh my God. Let's go! Okay, so what do I do now? I mean, the stream's a success! But what do I do now? Why am I even asking that? I get 29 to 100, that's what I do! Okay. I learned a couple days ago that my start position switcher buttons are Q and E instead of the right and left arrow. I'm gonna change that, actually. Start pause switcher, previous start pause, back, and then right. Okay. Now, will that completely reduce the mind block? No idea, but I made it to somewhere. That is all I wanted to do. And I know for a fact I'm gonna have to deal with people being like, oh, it doesn't count, you paused during the... And I don't care. Literally, I'm just like, any comments about pausing is cheating. I think it was the Falcon 16 video. Any comments that I got about pausing is cheating, which thankfully there were none of. No, it was Ethereal Artifice, right. I was like, any comments about pausing and being cheating, I'm removing because I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, but the same thing applies. Pausing is cheating comments I'm not gonna tolerate those. Especially when it's basically the only reason that I flew the holy crap, I flew the entire corridor apart. That just occurred to me. Okay, I feel better now. I had to get that. I just had to get that out of my system, apparently. I had to get the good attempt out of my system. So now I can just play the level and not worry about the run from 0 I'm gonna put in the next progress report, because I already know it's gonna be 73. Which in hindsight is kind of weird, considering past progresses are like I think with Necromancer, or no, yeah, this is Necromancer. What am I thinking? I'm in too good a mood to care about the accuracy of what I'm saying, but no, so 1945, I started uploading progress videos with 1945, at least when it comes to new artists. So 1945 was 37 to 100 because I was stupid and already got 96. It was going to be 77, but I just never uploaded it for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, it was that, and then Crazy 2 was 62. Dora Duo was, I want to say 51. Yeah, 51. Black Blizzard was 41. Sunset was 38. EXO, none of the footage of EXO until my completion exists on YouTube, and then PPF was 70. So yeah, this will be the biggest progress to... No, wait, actually, no. Misty Mountains and Incipient were both 80, which I fluked from, like, really early on in the level. But yeah, other than the two big flukes, 73 will be the largest run featured in a second progress report for any level. So that's kind of cool. I always thought there was a structure there. I'm out of water. I'll be right back. There we go. I didn't close my door all the way. I need to do that. Okay. So I'm going to go for like another 10, 15 minutes-ish, and then I'm going to end the stream. But yeah, 73, not bad at all, especially considering how mind-blocked I was at the beginning of the stream. So the rest of this stream and the next stream will be me trying to do 29 to 100, and if I can't do it by the end of that stream, then I'll just play off recording, or no, not off recording, Jesus Christ, off stream. On recording off stream until I get the run, and then at that point I'm going to be streaming all of my from 0 Necromancer playtime at least, because if I had to guess, I'll probably have like 2.5 weeks left before college. So I think that's what I died to when I got 54 the first time. Okay. Also, I'll be the first to say I got really lucky with the corridor part. Like, I fluked the entire UFO, like, at the beginning of the past the area. And I fluked the entire wave. I fluked all of the timings. I fluked everything in that section of the level. Not area, it's a section. The 52 to 58 is this level's designated area. But I apologize for that. Wait, had that really hurt my throat? Jesus. I am not doing that again, apparently. And by that, I mean screaming. But can you blame me? I was so excited to finally get a run past the area that I just did not care about how loud I was. Yeah, I'm just hoping that the big fluke of like 29 to 97 doesn't affect my experience going for the last 3%. It might not, especially since I deliberately died to not get it off recording, but I don't know. We'll see.
Cataclysmic chain. What is this?
1985. And I think
Okay, I'll take it. 29 to 72. Why do I feel weird? Like this is even past like normal levels of Master Doja weird. This is weird. But yeah, now I have the level. Now I have Necromancer in 2 runs, one of which is 72 to 100. So, especially for stream, I neglected to consider this while I was having the mind block, but like 73, like this much progress for stream 2 is really good. Especially considering it's the second hardest. But yeah, I'm definitely a very, like, I don't know how to explain this, but I'm definitely a very, like, progress, like, forward-fronted player. By which I mean, like, I get progress, I get most of my good progress really early on into a level. Like, for example, I got 70 on PPF on stream 3 and 32 to 100 on stream 4. So I get most of my good progress really early, and then it takes, like, a lot longer for me to connect both of those runs. Which, I don't know if that's... I don't know what that says about me. I don't know whether it says I'm bad at playing from zero. I don't know whether it says I'm bad at playing from runs. I don't know whether it says I am destined to remain single forever. I don't know. But, you know... Oops. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better after that. Now I just have to hope it doesn't result in me being sick, like getting 70 on PPF apparently did. I mean, my voice sounds a little bit nasally to me, but then again, I always sound like this to myself, so I don't know. But yeah, I think I actually felt my heart rate drop a little bit. Once I got to the second half of the area, it immediately perked back up once I got to 70, but meh.
Cataclysmic chain. What is this?
1985. And I think
Okay, I'll take it. I'm fine with it. I've been really struggling with that area. Like, I know it was nerfed to 2.2, but it's still, like, one of the hardest areas in the level for me. Or no, sections! Jesus Christ. It is not an area, it is a section. 52 to 58 is the area. Okay, I'll take it. Getting consistency with the middle half of the... Did I actually just say that? The middle half of the level. There is no middle half. There's only a first half and the second half. What I meant to say is I'm getting consistent with the middle third of the level. So like I'm not super mad that my attempts at, from 29 are dying to 70, because that was like me fluking all the way to 97, and I could have done the run that attempt if I didn't throw. But yeah, that was very lucky, and I know that I'm not gonna get so lucky after that. I honestly find that kind of fascinating how like that apply, because I know like luck in Geometry Dash doesn't necessarily exist. Like, it's mostly the player's fault, but there's always going to be like that little tiny margin of error. But I digress. Why did I do this all with individual clicks? That was really dumb. So was that, but I'm not going to talk about that. How long have I been streaming for? 1 hour, 2 minutes. Go for like another few minutes, and then I'll end stream. I'll go until I make it to past the area again from 29. I was thinking, you know, what if I did it that attempt and then I just had to end stream that attempt? Time Machine is like the best when it comes to Rob Top songs. Time Machine is the best one. I will take that to my grave. Like that's literally what it's gonna read on my tombstone. If I can't, it's just gonna be Time Machine is the best Rob Top. Time Machine's still the best Rob Top song. Alternatively, I'd love to have, hey, what does this button do on my tombstone?
Cataclysmic chain. What is this?
1985. And I think
Okay, sure. Yeah, I really should not have yelled that loud. Not even just because it's like 10 a.m. or p.m. 10 p.m. But yeah. I'll tired and really kind of sore, so I'm probably not gonna play the best, so I'm gonna end the stream. But yeah, 73 on Necromancer, which for stream 2 is like really good. Like that's insane for a second stream, especially in like 47 to 100 and 29 to 97. I could actually get this done before I go to college. Like that's a realistic possibility as long as I just continue to play it. So yeah, I will see all of you soon for the third stream of this. And I don't know if I'm gonna actually try to get 29 to 100 off stream or just keep grinding 47 to 100. Don't know about that yet, but we shall see. Especially considering I'm having a lot of issues with like high 60s, low 70s. But alright, that's it. I'm gonna go to bed now, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, see you guys later.